Hello, welcome to my stream. I'm just going to look at some charts and answer some questions from chat. So, okay, someone asked about the algo poll on link, so let me check it out. I guess you could have used this. This is must be this, but you could have used this or this one for the poll for the high-low and lower-high. I decided on this one because I liked the levels it gave much better. So the point is that you choose the higher low after the low, and you choose the previous failure like this. So this isn't a normal fib. You are projecting price action into the future. So it has certain rules. Test one fib and hold another one, and yeah, it's quite cool. I'm not super good at these fibs yet, so this is mostly just playing a little bit. I can show you how to pull it from the beginning. 2 sec. Okay, I just have to cheat a little bit to get exact levels. Okay, let me delete this one. Then we are going to the... Oh, 2 sec. We're going to the fib retracement tool. Damn it, I need to change my push to talk button. I'm using the control, that was a bad idea. Can you hear me now? Okay, nice. Using the control button was not a good idea. Okay, so we are using the fib retracement tool, and we are choosing the lower high and up to the previous failure, like this. And then we can adjust the levels for the exact levels. Let's see, I had my sheet here. 74, 64, 83, 84. Like this, okay. And then we get the levels. So now we have broken the two. And now Skinner said that if we touched 2, we'd go to the 0. But now we went to 3, so I'm not super sure. And these levels are just the exact bottom for and the exact level, this level, and this zone, and this zone. Just I hate the magnet, so I just inputted it manually. Let's see. For Bitcoin, we had a similar pull. No, not in this chart. Kind of screw it up. Okay, it's here at least. And in this one, pull was from this high low to this lower high. And the point here is that we, okay, so we tested, this, oh damn it, here, sorry, my bad. So it was the lower high after failure here. Use this level because it's, yeah, this retest. And here tested the 2, and then you're along the 0. But yeah, you will see quite similar patterns. But for Link, we actually tested the 3. So I think we aren't supposed to go back to the 0 then. I just need to, yeah, check it out. I think we're supposed to hold the 1.6, the 1, to be honest. We need to gain back this, and this makes perfect sense price action wise also. So, do you have any else from Binance maybe to look at? I have a watch list, so I think I have some levels. AVAX. Oh, it's on Binance. AVAX, yeah. Oh crap. Do we have a better? Phoenix, maybe OKX? No. Maybe Phoenix. Where? Ah, yeah, it's just new. Okay, I can just as well use the Binance then. Yeah, I'm actually charting the spot pair in Binance, not the futures pair. So the levels can be a little bit off if you're trading the futures. So just find the same levels. That's because you have more history on the spot pairs. So okay. Oh shit, this looks, yeah, okay. We need to, yeah, again this zone. Of course, it makes sense. Was the initial bounce here? Yeah. We just need to bounce. Go up here. Let me draw an example. So maybe go up in this area, and then hold the previous swing and try to go higher. Maybe even test something like this afterwards. So yeah, it's hasn't given a good setup yet. Maybe on 15. No. So just wait for some sort of a setup. We most likely will try to hold these or these after a gain. So, and this is the failure. It's not for the new lows. Yeah, we just need to gain. Nothing to do at the moment. You can of course take some super local gain, maybe above here, and try to hold these levels. Do you have a different pair? FTM? Okay, FTM. TM. Bitcoin pair. FTM BTC. Okay. Pretty much this area. What are they holding and testing? Okay, so they already tested that one. Now, could try to wait for something in this area maybe. This was the failure that made the low. Yeah, actually this too. Maybe on. Oh yeah. See this zone? You really need to gain above here. More here. Yeah. Okay. So how many percent? Okay. So it pumped 1000%. Great. Okay, and here. If it just loses these levels, it will probably go back in this area, because this was the area we bounced to break and make a new high, and this was what we gained, and we tested it again here. So, and we already broke these levels, so you really need to gain. Come back weekly. Let's not do it 3 times like Skinner usually do. Let's do this. Oh my, what's these shitcoins. Yeah, at some point it's going back here, but I'm not sure. See, I'm seeing a good. Yeah. This zone, just try for bounce here. If not, you need to wait for a proper gain of some in this area, and try to hold the higher low, the high range here. Achievement on the 4 hour. Yeah. So they gained the 4 hour move to the low, and they tested the high low, the failure of what you want to call it. So it's a nice start of a possible move up. I think they want to hold this range now. But this is on lower time frames. So this area. Yeah. This was the top of the move to the low. So I would like them to hold this range now. It looks good. Maybe they can wick all the way down here. So I wouldn't have a too tight stop loss. Oh, you got the 2000 there. I got a few of them earlier today. So yeah. Maybe I should just look at some charts from my list. If you don't have any special, let's see. I was just to show you. Yes, that one has moved quite nicely. So many people look for the tops for levels. It's usually the failure, the previous failure, just to move to the high or level to hold or whatever you want to call it. So you already know that this is going to be a very important level. And what happened when we came back? We rejected it first, and we held it. So this is now the bounce made a new high. We came back and tested it pretty much. So this hold was very nice. I didn't actually trade it in TradeStation. I got a fill in SimpleFX because I can ladder in more easily there. So that's nice. And people are scared, so they will still respect good levels mostly, at least super important levels like this. So just look for trade in these zones. They're probably coming back up here soon. Have they already made a new high? Yeah, double top more or less. Which time frame? Looking at multiple time frames, but I don't think I did a weekly level. I just used this button. It's just a wick. A ladder in from the body and down to the wick, I think. Stop loss. I actually don't remember. I had a quite loose stop loss on it. This one, I think it was actually 15 points at least, because it is in SimpleFX, so I can ladder in. I think I used probably more than 2% on this one because I have a small hedge for this. It's some 2.5% maybe. Oh, music. Okay. Sorry. I'm not used to streaming, so. Okay. We are probably going back up here. We are holding. Trend is still intact. Yeah, it looks good. Actually, I don't know how many of you got this entry. I didn't take this because I was scared like everyone else, but mostly because I was looking at this zone. Oh, not. Yeah. I was waiting for this area, but it bounced this area. There's top of the retest, so. But yeah, shit happens. I got a lot of stocks at least. That's nice. Okay, I was thinking about going through some of the altcoins. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking for lower on ADA still, but it did bounce a good range, and it actually as long as this can hold this range, I would prefer it to hold this zone to move that made a new low here, and hold the high range of this, and maybe you can go up and test these areas. And if you really fail, I'm expecting a move down in this area, because this was the move down to the new low. So let's see, I'll go. Didn't really chart this as much. So this was the move to the low, and they finally, they rejected it a couple of times, and they finally gained it. They went up and tested this previous failure, down and tested what they gained, and lost it off. Now, yeah, I would want them to hold this range, the high low, but they didn't hold it there. So it tested the start of the move again. Rejected quite hard here. So yeah, this one actually got stopped out on now, I think, in profit. Yeah, I did ladder in from this zone and all the way down to the start of the move here. But my average entry was a little bit high, so I think they just tagged me here. Yeah, I had 28 pretty much. Yeah, so they tagged my stop loss at average entry. So, but that's okay. So now I need to go above here, and I will prefer them to hold this area. If they go below here now, yeah, and we'll see more of them big red thingies, I think. Atom, I have a long on this one too. I took the start of the move here. So this was the previous failure, moved to the low, and they gained it, but they tested it again here before going higher. But we want to hold the top range first, and if they failed, they will probably go down here. But then it's quite likely they just go up to this area and fail. So it's better to hold the high and low. So let's see. A lot of altcoins actually have done the move down to this area. So they really need to gain to prove something, or they will just die. This one we looked at. Well, yeah, looks like shit. Yeah, this is a quite new one. A lot of these recent additions to Binance is super crappy. Banned. Oh, it's starting to, yeah, it's getting there. They can hold this top of range. Take this pretty much. So they can hold this zone. If you see, not random, I think, where they bounced. Oh no, they didn't go quite down. I see. Okay. So this was the last bounce before they made a new local high. Actually new high. They don't hold it here. They'll probably do the same as most of the other coins. So they can try to hold the high low of it, or just the bottom part of it. But if they do, and you long it, make sure to take profits in this area, because they can just go up and move down to this area. This is probably where they are heading at in the end. So BAT, I think think I did some. I'm waiting for a retest of this zone at least. Let's see. I didn't trade bet this time because it looks so ugly. So this is the move to the low. This area. So this was also what they in the end gained. So if we look here, I probably, yeah. You see here, they never gained above. So it's not valid as a retest yet. But here, they closed above this zone. And they went back and tested the lower part of it and bounced off. They actually did a high low here. Then they blasted off. Now they actually went all the way back down. And you see they rejected the top zone, as they often do when they test the bottom. And now they are struggling and want to hold this zone. If they don't, they probably go all the way down here at least. See there, yeah, multiple tests in this area. So it doesn't look very good, but they need to gain above here and hold, most likely hold this zone, the top of this, and the start of the move here. So yeah, I'm not giving exact entries for the coins, just giving ideas. So let's see. Bitcoin Cash looks like shit, but it is easy stop loss. Maybe a small wick down in this area, but yeah, it's a quite big zone. I tested it multiple times, so I will wait for a gain of some sort and then try a high low. It is a decently easy stop loss, but yeah, it's much better to wait for a gain of some sort and just take a higher low. It's a much bigger chance to actually work out. You'll see, looks like shit, need to gain something. Maybe even go up here and hold this zone. Just stay away for now, I think, unless you see some good setup on lower time frames. PMB. Let's see. Yeah, they did a nice retest here. This is, yeah, it's not the same, but look at it as Bitcoin at 64. So they finally gained above and held the previous important zone, yeah, and moved down to low there. So what did I do? So this was the first bounce after they made a new local high after gaining this zone, and this is the bottom part of the move to low here. Actually, I'm so annoyed I didn't buy more Binance coin here because it did a perfect move like Bitcoin did. It's super annoying, but it's okay. I think I bought like 200 and I want to like 5,000, so yeah. It happens. I did add a little bit at 18. I didn't trade it in futures. I bought some for spot. So I just wanted some more BNB to play those scammy launchpad coins because they tend to pump a lot. Let's see. Yeah, let's not look at that one. Or that one. This one. LTZ, yeah, I'm coming to LTZ soon. For Dash, I tried a trade on Dash. I just laddered in down to, I think I have a partial stop loss triggered, yeah. I laddered in, I entered here. I laddered in from the bottom part here and down to, you see the previous this was the when we gained went higher. We'll test it again here. So we want to hold this one, and if not, I'm not entering unless we go down here, up, and hold again. But I think I'm 50% out of this one, but I did take profits in this zone and the local failure zone here, so that's okay. I didn't short this. I want some higher move. It all depends on Bitcoin, I guess. Doge is in a okay area to hold. Kinda don't want it to go down here again, to be honest, because then we are most likely just doing a small bounce and a new lower low, maybe down to this zone. So yeah, in Doge I mostly trade in BTC pair anyways, so I bought some now at 24 sets. So dot and all the way back to, I think we want to hold here, but I would go back up here. You can play a higher low and try to catch along like this, or you could wait for move below, try to buy it, gains back. But the last one is less chance of working out, so plan your risk accordingly. ELG looks like yeah, I think this one also need to prove something. Just trying to hold this area. If it cannot gain quite soon now, it's probably going back to the next level. I would guess either here or here, depending on what Bitcoin is doing. This is the start of the move down, the bottom part of it. So they usually bounce this one, and if they fail to bounce, they will test this zone. So yeah, I guess this one has a easier stop loss maybe, or you could just use just below here, I guess. EOS, like it too, but many altcoins are looking like this now because they are testing and trying to hold the must-hold levels more or less. To see, did you have any topside targets there? Let's see. I don't like this pair. So this area I'm thrown here. It's this zone. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not touching it unless it can gain this zone. You can look at some super low time frames entries, I guess. See ETC, the 51% coin times 10. Trying to hold this area at least. It wants to hold here. We don't want some double bottom stuff going on. It's actually, yeah, really don't want it to go below here. Might take a little super small trade in this area, but I'm not expecting much. We can come above this area. Might be worth to play some sort of a hold of these levels maybe. But, yeah, stay away. ETH holding the previous failure here. I didn't catch the top of this one. It gave perfect sense when you look at it now, but yeah, I didn't take this one. I took a retest. I've added to it now, so I don't remember my exact. It's sure it was. Yeah, okay, here. So I took the retest here, and this candle. You can see it here. They went above the expected failure zone, just tweaked above, and on the retest I took the short here. So here you see again, this is the retest and the failure, and this made the new local low. You see here also, this is the previous low when Bitcoin went to 3K. So this is what they failed to hold and made the new low. And the moment they went above it, they went all the way up to 365. I shorted 330 something. Some local stuff here, I remember. And so this is the previous failure, and they have tested this zone a couple of times now. So this is what they want to hold. If not, they can try to hold this zone, but I'm actually expecting them to go down and test the move to the low here. And this is also the start of the move. Let's see, stop loss for the, let's see, I'm looking to the left and not seeing the chat all the time. Sorry for the mouse sounds. So for this re-entry, see, I think I used 50 minutes something. If I know I can find it back. Oh. Why didn't I find it? Oh, but I used the previous top on the failure retest. So just exactly the previous top on this retest. So the stop loss was $2 or something. Yeah, sorry, I don't have a very good setup for the mic at the moment. So it's catching all the keyboard and mouse sounds. Okay, ETH. Let's just skip a few and go to Litecoin. Litecoin did the same. This was the start of the move after gaining, and this was the bounce that made a new local high. They tried to use it as support here. They tweaked below and went down here, but they failed it. So they tested the bottom of the zone. So they usually do this. They test the top of the zone first, and if they don't hold it, they go to the bottom part. So this is the zone they need to gain now. So a possible play is something like testing the top zone and holding the bottom part and try to go higher. Something like this. yeah, and of course Bitcoin will decide out of this, but you also see the same zone here. So they just need to gain something. I didn't short Litecoin. I guess it gave somewhat. It really retested. Yeah, I guess they retested it here. But this was, yeah, I wouldn't have taken this one, to be honest. There's some other coin. I promised to show how I will scalp the futures. I just don't have a login for TradeStation on this computer, so I just try to find something. Giving some entries on sweeps. It's really here. Yeah, okay, here is one. So this was a local top, and they lost. Yeah, okay, they didn't close below. Actually, yeah, they tested the bottom part, went higher. So I would probably have taken this last week here. And this one would actually work out quite nicely, I see, because they never stopped it out before testing the extreme high or low. So this one will be quite nice. Super nice, actually. This would be a profit target for sure. And did I give a re-entry on a long here? Yeah, I guess so, maybe. I think I would... No, I wouldn't have taken this one. I would probably miss out. But this long is decent. So just a retest here. I don't know how many. It's super close stop loss, so this one will be okay. Stop loss below this one, maybe. Okay, do we have some other thing to look at? Is there something you want me to explain or show on stream? I can even show the tools. The tools will most likely on RDSA. Is that a stock? Let's see. I might have this one. Oh, 1 minute. Okay. So your low, is this the low? Oh shit, this. I rejected a swing here and jumped hard even more. But this one is from the Netherlands, so they are used to being low down. Let's see. Yeah. Just need to gain, let's see, 4 hour maybe. This swing. Something like this. I would probably wait for a much higher gain, something like this, to be honest. You got the long from 10.55. Okay, so we took something very local. Yeah, makes sense. What was your stop loss on this one? Do you remember? Because there's some 1048. Yeah. Is this the same price? Was it below this small wick or just above it? Below? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Maybe also this small gap. Yeah. Now gain above here and this area. And what's your first profit target? I'm guessing it is quite early. I'm at 11. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you took it here, of course. I was looking here. Yeah. Makes perfect sense to take profits here. So this is the area to gain. Now let's just see if they can hold it here. If they cannot break this, it's to probably go. Just try to maybe do a high low. Okay. Do you have something else? Of course, we can look at Bitcoin too. In the meantime, so what are we doing? Rejecting these levels at the moment. Let's see if they can. So this is the area I wanted them to wick it down to, but yeah. Let's see. For now, they are doing some patterns. How good at this? Oh, this one was okay. So, of course, it's just high lows and it's failure to failure over and over again. So we need to actually start gaining something. So that makes sense. And the midpoint, of course, is also a good zone. So it's this area. So let's just see what they are doing. Oh no. Okay, it's a Dorito. I saw a pizza at first. I want pizza with beef and pepperoni. Yeah, so they need to gain something. I did a small long here. Also took this one, ladder in. So what also did, this was a algopol level, but it was also that they first tested the top of the zone. They didn't hold it here. They held the mid part. And then in the end, finally tested the bottom part of the zone that made a new local low. So it made sense. And now we held the top part of it again. So price action wise, it makes sense. We need to start gaining something. In Binance, this zone also makes sense. It's a failure here, and it's the zone we are rejecting now, and we have rejected the zone previously. Right, just moving around this area. I'm not sure I would have taken a retest. I'm more expecting, yeah, let's just call it a fake out. It's not a fake out, but you know what I mean. either a small move down for some liquidity and then move up, or testing the top of the zone in BitMEX. Let's see, the chart is a little bit different in BitMEX. These levels to the right. Yeah, no, okay, no, not really. So, yeah, if they start going above 10.9 now, I'm expecting a move up to the 11.6 to 11.8 zone. And then they want to try to hold something like 11.4. This is the move to the high, so this is 11.6. And if they gain this zone, I think they want to hold it to the lower part of it. So maybe for a bullish scenario, go up to something like here. Quite a 11.8 maybe here. This was the level that didn't hold, local support, and then crashed down. This was the actual failure, you can say, but this was the start of the move. So if they come up here, we really want to hold this zone, but it would be better to hold the bottom part of the move here. So it will be interesting. It's very good to be hedged now, because we really don't know what's going to happen. It's looking decent for long still, but also for shorts. So just have to wait. Maybe I can pull up my. Do I have a address paste or something somewhere? Yeah. Some of you haven't seen my BitMEX tool. Show that. I have a super small test position here. See, this was just a duplicate of the same entry I did on my main account. So it's a decent entry. This was the failure. I can show this one. So when we went back here, we tried to gain these lows, but we never did. Just, yeah, I guess we closed. See, no, not really. So I actually just shorted this range from here, and I did like $20 stop loss, I think. So that's decent. Even so this range went in from this 68 level, and I think I just did 111 or something as stop loss. To anyone that haven't seen my tool, I can show a few of the futures. I can do that anyway, I guess. So this is my BitMEX tool. I also have a Binance tool and a tool for Kraken and Bybit and such. But the Binance tools and the BitMEX tool is the most advanced. They also have some conditional order types added. It's if you close a candle above or below a certain level, you can trigger a preset. Let me just show you an example. So let's say you want to short the 1% risk. Let's say you want to short 10,850 up to 10,890 with stop loss 10,900. This is just some random entries. And we want to do 3 entries and increment them by 10%. So the first order is one size, the next order is 10% bigger, and the last one is 10% bigger than that one. The tool will actually just calculate the correct sizes and make the total amount you want to risk correct, and so. It will also trigger profit targets. It's using stop limits to do this because of some limitations in BitMEX. 10 stop limits or stop orders per pair. The tool is actually just triggering 3 orders, and more of these entry orders are filled. A background helper will change the profit target size based on how many of the entries are filled. And you can choose the size of the profit targets. And these can also be, these presets can be changed in the config file. So that's quite nice. And you can manually specify profit targets. If you don't want to use the percentage, you can just input them yourself. If you're typing something in these will override the ones here. But if you only type something in third, the 2 first will use the percentage entry. And this is how much a price movement, the price movement. So if you're doing a 10x, oh, this is the static move. Okay, so if the price moves 1.5%, the first profit target will be filled, and so on. Yeah, and then I'm going to show the conditional part. So let's say you want to short this if we get a 4, just do something more likely. 10, 5, 20, whatever, to 10, 5, 50, stop loss 10, 5, 90 for short. If we close the 4 hour below 10, 3, let's short this area on a retest. So what will happen? Sell. It will, yeah, the account is super small, so that's why the order size is so small. So what will happen if we calculate the risk? Actually, I inputted the risk as 1%, so it will calculate the position size, and it will trigger use the stop limits to trigger the profit targets. But those profit targets orders will only trigger when these stop limits are filled, are hit. So yeah. So what will happen when I execute this? I can actually just do it. Let's cancel it. So now under saved, see that the tool is monitoring this order or this setup, and there is a helper tool running on the same server as the web part. This is usually your own computer. So yeah, and this helper is monitoring the price, and when a 4 hour candle is closing below 10,300, it will just send this setup to BitMEX, and these are sent as actual orders. So resting orders, stop limits and stop loss and all that. So, but it will not be sent to BitMEX before this condition is met. So it's super nice to do some conditional orders, some proper AFK trading. So just wait for a bad close and then short the failure, whichever level you think that is. I also sometimes use this one when I have a position, a quite big position, and I cannot change my leverage enough to make the liquidation price go below my the lower entries I wanted to enter. So let's say I'm long from 10.5 on 50x leverage, then BitMEX will not allow me to do some orders at 9,500 because the entries will be below my lick price. So what I can do, I can just trigger, let's delete this, I can trigger a conditional setup for the entry in the 95 area. So just some random numbers here, and then I can trigger it on a 5-minute close below my existing stop loss. So this way, when price goes below my previous stop loss, this new position is valid. So BitMEX will allow me to input this because I don't have any positions then, because it's below my stop loss. So this is a way to trigger orders that are not allowed yet. For now, the conditional trigger is only for ladder orders. I guess if you wanted, you could do some super tight range and 2 orders, so 95.11 and 95.10 to simulate and just do 2 orders to simulate a trade setup. Okay, that's the BitMEX tool. You can do a lot of stuff. You can do just calculate the risk. You can do single orders. Limit best is when you want to enter at post only. So it will just use the best ask or bid in the order book and try to get filled. And it will just cancel the order if it want to work out. If price moves while the tool is sending orders and post only will fail, it will just ignore it. So yeah. And we have some average entry calculation. So you can calculate a new average price if you're adding to the, let's say we're adding as more to short at 10.950 to show the new position size and the new average entry. So then I can place my stop loss based on this one for the new add. So that's quite useful. So all these tools, setups, are just sending stuff to sending the orders to BitMEX. Except the exception is the stop loss mover. This one will monitor and wait for a profit target to be hit. I can select a profit target I want to get hit and select the stop loss to move and select the new stop loss price. And when the selected profit target is filled, then the tool will monitor, that is monitoring the orders, will change the stop loss price. So you can move the stop loss to entry or whatever level you want after a profit target is hit. And you can also use multiple stop loss moves per position. So for the first profit targets, maybe move to entry or at least break even. And for the second profit target, maybe move stop loss just below profit target 1 and so on. You can also ladder in with the amount you manually specify, and then the tool will let you know how much you're risking, and it will actually correct your position size down to maximum risk specified in the config file if you are doing too big of a position. I suggest you just leave the maximum of, I think the default is 1.5%, because you want some slack for slippage and so on. Yeah. So the trade setup is more or less the same as the ladder, but it's a single order. With the trade setup, you can also mark it in. So that's I usually don't mark it in, but yeah, you have the possibility to do that, and it will also trigger the profit targets and so on. These profit targets, when we mark it, are actually not stop limits. They are actually normal limit reduce only orders, because you are already filled if you mark it. Yeah, I guess that's the BitMEX tool. You can also see some charts and stuff. So if you want to look for the XPT chart, I think this should work. Yeah. Just to if you don't have the trading view or something up, you can use this. Wallet history. You can turn on and off some trade setups. And PT trigger is the same. It's profit target trigger, so it's helping you to create stop limit orders to trigger profit targets. So if you are in an existing position, so you cannot use my tool to enter. So let's say I have a long example. I have a short on XPT USD. If price reaches this is actually better for a position that is not filled yet. So this was, yeah, okay. But anyways, if price reaches a certain, let's see, if we go to, let's say that we gain, oh, it's hard to take on the fly. Let's say we held a level and want to, yeah, if you want to trigger a stop, trigger a profit target, let's just do some random numbers. My brain isn't working right now. So if price reaches 11K, then trigger 500 contracts, reduce only profit target at 10,511. So if I click on add, it will create a stop limit. So if price goes up to 11K, it will trigger a stop limit. But this is the trigger price, this is the amount, and this is the limit order price. So it will trigger it here, and it will create a reduce only buy at 10,511, the size 500. So usually you don't use it like this. What you can do, let's say you don't want to use a tool like this. Let's say you have an entry at here, 11,068. What you can do, because you can't, if this order wasn't filled yet, so you can do 68.5. So if price goes 50 cents above, then trigger this reduce only stop limit, and the profit target should be here. Yeah, okay. This was a bit of a bad explanation, but that's okay. Any more charts? in this example, if we made a new low here, or even here, we could trigger a short in this area. So, but this short isn't valid yet, so that's when you use the conditional part. And if you close something below here, enter in a position here. But this is not valid before we close down here, or the level and time frame is set. CVM. Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, and we finally managed to break the previous failure. This was the area we were supposed to hold to go higher. We didn't, so we did let's call it a bear market. And we finally went above. We made a new high. Did some insane wick down. So I guess we had a low, but this would probably stop out a lot of people. We could re-enter here, I guess. Now, what has it actually done here? Weekly. Oh, it's at an interesting area here. Did it close below here at some point? Not on the weekly. Guess you could try a small short there, but it did hold. On the daily, did it lose something? This is the high. So I guess we lost the move to the high here, but we already did the failure. We did hold this zone. This was a good long. Did you enter it at some point, or? Because this was quite a nice long. Sorry for the mouse signs again. I think this one looks good for higher, unless it's rejecting hard here. So this area is a potential short, but it's looking good at the moment. I would maybe look for a lower time frame setup, maybe. I think this one is looking good for higher. In from 7. Oh, okay, nice. Did you enter here on this week? Or this is 8. So either you enter here and didn't get stopped, or you enter on this one. Okay, before that, okay. Yeah. Want to hold this zone now, at least, but then if it's going down here, it's already started to shift the trend, so I think it's okay for higher still. Wonder if they gave a retest in this zone. Really? This was the failure, so it was a good place to reject. I'm just curious if they did some. Not really. Okay. Yeah. For now. Wow. It's insane. This is the area we don't want to lose now. So already up 100% already. That's nice. Yeah, it looks okay still, but it is a zone to reject. This one exactly. Oh, yeah, this zone. So at this exact spot looks decent, but I will be careful with shorting this now, because this is a perfect setup for a gap. When I'm trading stocks, I could hold a long here from this zone and hold it at close, but I don't like to hold to have a short from this area when we are just at resistance, because then it's primed for a gap up. So I don't like shorting it right now. Starting to close. When are they closing? Did I already close? Okay. So at the same time, I wouldn't hold a long here if they closed at these levels. Of course, if I was long already, if I'm down here, it's okay, but I wouldn't enter a new position here. That's a little bit scary. It's actually more scary to get the position right at the close, because if you aren't filled yet and they are closing, if they gap down, you won't be filled up here. You will be filled at the first area they are trading, and then the stop loss will trigger. So that's not as bad as being in a position at the close and then they gap down some crazy amount. So having not having a position yet, but having some resting orders, is not as bad as having a position and then it's gapping. Okay. Any more tickers? But I think this one looks okay still. GE. I think I have a position. No, I don't. What did I do on this one? They're short. No. I was looking for short in this zone, I remember earlier. This is the... just look at this failure. Failed previously, and this was the area it was supposed to try to hold at least, and just did a small bounce here and just went for it. So this is the bottom zone. We tried to bounce here, couldn't, and just died. So this one made a new low. Is this a low? Oof. Holy crap. Okay. I guess the stop loss is easy at least. Looks like crap. Oh, I did a thing here at some point. Oh, it was the local one. Okay, yeah. Where is... yeah, this one. Okay. Yeah, I will wait for some sort of a gain. So the stop loss is easy, but it does look really bad. Trailing below here. Yeah, wait for a gain of this zone. here and try to play this area, or even better, if they can at some point get above here, try to long the previous failure zone here, but it looks really bad. Yeah. So it's trying to, I guess this zone was decent. Yeah, this zone was decent. It was the lower part of the move down here. So if I had seen it, I could play this area, I guess. This one was nice, but the profit target needed to be very close. I'm not sure I would have taken profits already here. It depends on the stop loss. If my stop loss was super close, maybe the RR will be okay. If not, I think actually no, I don't think. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe. I think I might have played this zone for a stop for a profit target. No, I don't think I would have had a stop loss profit target yet. I will probably play this zone. Oh, I got some 1,000 error. Okay, what the hell is that? Okay. UTK USDT 15% move on Binance. Maybe I should check out what this is. I'm not seeing it on my screen here, but I see it on the stream. And big move monitor thingy for Binance. UTK USDT. Probably some super shitty thing. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wait for a gain here. Actually, at some point it will probably retest here. Yeah. All of this zone will be possible, but I wouldn't trade this. Looks like crap. Maybe if we get some more price history, I will trade it. What else is moving or doing stuff? Any more stocks or cryptos or? XRP. I know I did a long XRP. It's 22.8 something. This one almost stopped me out, but it was okay. Eladrin from we tested. Yeah, as we didn't, I didn't take this trade. So my idea was then that we would test the bottom part, and we did that and then some. So almost taking a stop. I think I actually had 22.80 as stop loss, I think. And it was extremely close. Yeah, super close. And I did a small ad in this area. I actually think I got filled on this. Yeah, it was this move. Or was it? We close higher. Oh, I think I did this one and just my stop loss was at the average entry. Here I also did what I usually do when I add. See, the entry is here, and the stop loss was down here. I did a doubling of the position. That is, I added 2 times more, so it's 3 times then. And my average entry went up in like this area, so I have my stop loss at the average entry. But this way, because this ladder in was 0.5% risk, and I added another 2x of the position size. I didn't add to the risk because my stop loss was at the average entry, so I was only risking profits, because if this didn't hold, it would have stopped out my position anyways. So I only risked the unrealized profits on this trade. So that's okay. Now I've gotten a few profit targets. We got this zone, see here. Yeah, you see it's all the way here. So I did this failure zone. We would have thought it was 24.20. And I did 25.20. So I didn't get filled here. I almost FOMO'd in, but we went there. This zone. And I got some all the way on the top here. Just did a third profit target up here. So now I'm just letting it ride as long as this can hold. See, I held the previous failures here, pretty much, at least a little bit below. So now I'm looking for much higher if it can gain. Gain again. If it can go above these levels again, it will probably go quite a bit higher. Yeah. The previous move to the high and failure. Also held here, going for the retest and failure. I remember I didn't take this one. Yes, I took this one, but I got stopped on the top here. So that happens. I got the retest though, because this is the area we need to gain to test the high range again. So let's see. I think my next profit target is here. And I'm looking for shorts if we go up in this area. And I might do it. Actually, this area looks decent for a retest. On which time frame did we test it? Okay, we already did it here, so I'm not taking that one. And this is the failure of the failure. So this area is a possible rejection zone, I guess. I missed this one. That's too bad, because we lost. Did we close below? Yeah, I think this one did mess it up a little bit because of this wick. We never closed below this part, but I guess we can call this the start of the move to the high. Okay. Failure of the failure, yeah. But since we rejected, did a failure of the failure, now we only need to gain that failure of the failure to go higher, most likely. So now we don't need to gain this anymore. I'm thinking that if we can just gain this, we'll probably test the high range again. And in the end, it all depends on Bitcoin too, I guess. This also. This looks decent for a retest too. I guess they already did. No. This one. This zone now looks decent for a retest. But they didn't actually lose anything. Yes, they did. They lost, no, not after the high. So no. They didn't really lose. I guess this is the move to high, but it's super local. So let's see if they will reject this zone. They can reject it, but yeah, I wouldn't go in hard here, but it is a nice zone. Maybe a 0.2%er. It all depends on Bitcoin, of course, but I like this zone. Red spin around 25. On which time frame? Oh, move to high, 25. It all depends on the time frame, I guess. Which in this move. Oh, sorry, 25. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, you could say this is the move to high. At least on 15 minutes. How's it looking on 30 minutes? It's looking good. On 5 minutes, it's the same as the 15. But on the 5 minute, we already rejected it here. So, yeah. I don't think we want to go here again. So, yeah, they did already test it. Yeah, it looks a bit bad, I guess. So this one is already tested. So they need to actually lose something more. This retest is a valid place to. So okay, so we tested it here, but if we lose, yeah, if we lose the entire local, let's say we lose the move and go down here. Now I will probably take the same area. So I will wait for a proper lose of the zone on at least maybe an hour. Yeah, just wait for a somewhat higher time frame. I don't think I will take the same zone now. On the 4 hour we tested. Yeah, I guess so, actually. Trying to gain this. This is the area we are struggling with now. Yeah. We did lose the move to high, but we held this zone. I'm a little bit undecided on XOP at the moment, to be honest. So I think we need to reject this area. If not, yeah, if we can get above here again, we are going higher, pretty sure. And this zone is already tested, so we need to reject something lower. So this cluster makes sense. Can't see an exact level, to be honest. So we rejected this zone now. Is this a move to... Yeah, it's a little bit ugly, to be honest. This is my idea for that setup. Yeah. It's at least an easy stop loss and so on. Okay, I actually need to go now. This was my first live stream, so I guess I've learned something for the next one. It would be nice if you you can just ask some questions and stuff, and I can answer them on the next stream, or just in Discord. So, and then I'll be a little bit more prepared for next one, because I took this one more or less on the fly. Yeah. Okay. Have a nice evening and morning and afternoon and all that. Okay. Bye bye.